Good afternoon, St. Polycarp. Father Michael here in my office, as you can see this time, and I am continuing to pray for all of you and your families during this coronavirus quarantine. I pray everyone is healthy and safe at home. I would like to say a particular hello to all of our young people, St. Polycarp school kids and teachers, our Hispanic youth, the DMA, our Vietnamese youth, the Eucharistic youth, our confirmation students, year 1 and year 2, and all of our English and Hispanic religious education students, our Vietnamese religious education students, all of our RCIA students, and all the catechists and teachers' aides. Whew! Now that's a lot of people to say hello to, nearly 1,500 people. I want to thank the confirmation year 2 students for their patience and understanding since we have to postpone the April 21st confirmation celebration mass to a future date. I know it's disappointing, but it will happen soon. We'll keep you posted. I miss all of the St. Polycarp children, and I pray that all of you are studying and praying and helping around the house and being good at home. This is a big sacrifice for all of us, but it will be worth it in the end. When each of us follows all the health guidelines carefully, we help ourselves and others stay healthy. We are in the final days of Lent, and what a Lent we've had. This Lent is really bringing out the best in all of us. We're praying more, we're fasting more, and we're helping others in need more. And everyone is doing this around the world. And believe it or not, Holy Week is next week. Can you believe it? Although we will not be celebrating Holy Week Masses together in our church, we will be live streaming all the events to you. Beginning with Palm Sunday this weekend, when Jesus triumphantly enters Jerusalem, we will be together through technology. The palms will be blessed at each Mass starting this Saturday afternoon at 5:30, and we'll save the palms for you until a later date. Don't forget to tune in for Mass this Palm Sunday at 9 a.m. in English, 10 o'clock in Spanish, and 11 o'clock in Vietnamese. On Holy Thursday, we'll be celebrating the Lord's Supper Mass at 8 p.m. This will be a trilingual Mass in English, Spanish, and Vietnamese. Good Friday, the Lord's Passion, will be celebrated at 3 p.m. with Stations of the Cross before it at 2 p.m. Holy Saturday, Easter Vigil, will be a trilingual Mass at 7:30 p.m. Of course, we won't have anyone in the church, and our RCIA students will be at home watching like everyone else. We look forward to the day when we can formally welcome all of our RCIA students into the Catholic Church in the near future. We are all praying for you. Mass on Easter Sunday will be live streamed at 9 o'clock in English, 10 o'clock in Spanish, and 11 o'clock in Vietnamese. Today's gospel tells us that many people in Jesus' time came to believe in him, and they believed him to be God. Many more, we know, came to believe him following his resurrection from the dead. And if we believe these things as well, that Jesus is God and he rose from the dead, then what? How will this knowledge change our lives? As we enter into Holy Week and enter into Christ's suffering, death, and resurrection, the Paschal mystery, we can confidently look beyond our own Calvary to see the hope of Christ. In the first reading today, the prophet Jeremiah didn't know about Jesus, as he lived about 650 years before Christ. He didn't know about the Son of God who would work great miracles, be killed by the Romans, and rise from the dead. But Jeremiah knew God of the Old Testament, and he trusted God. If Jeremiah could proclaim this great trust in God's power and deliverance, how much more should we be able to rely on God? We each will face our own Calvary, my friends, perhaps several of them in our lives. We are all facing a Calvary right now in carrying the coronavirus cross, but there is comfort knowing that a lot of people are helping others carry this cross too. Knowing that Jesus is God and knowing that being Jesus for others gives all the strength we need to carry all our hardships we face in our lives, and which gives us great peace and hope. We are not alone. We simply rely on God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Please tune in, my friends, into our website at stpolycarp.org for more updates, and follow our live stream masses and YouTube videos. Until my next reflection, God bless you and your families.